What's your Tyler's back with the retro reviews here on Tyler's retro reviews with the 2006 Royal Rumble, and then next week will be the 2007 edition. So there's your one to do. So this was a weird Royal Rumble pay-per-view, so I'll just put it there. But is it the worst? No, they're worse. I think worse than this one. Um, January 29th, it was a Raw and SmackDown event at the American Airlines Arena in Miami, Florida. Um, anyways, why is this a weird Rumble match? Because they have the Rumble before the two world title matches, which I don't understand why they did that. Now, so Edge won the WWE Championship at the New Year's Revolution pay-per-view, which we did that like earlier this month on the first day of January. Day one, get it? Then he had that live sex celebration with Lita, which did get some viewers on that, but you can't do that today in 2026. So, yeah. And this led to the rematch between Cena and Edge. Edge also had a TLC match with Ric Flair because that whole thing was not over until there. And there was that and all that. Also on the SmackDown brand, Batista had to relinquish the World Heavyweight Championship due to an actual legitimate injury he suffered during, I believe it was the build to Survivor Series and all that. So that's probably why he had to give up the World Heavyweight Championship, because Mark Henry put him on the shelf and all that. He put him in the Hall of Pain 5 years before it became a thing, because yeah, Mark Henry made his return on around this time. And Kurt Angle won the vacated belt, but there was one big gigantic elephant in the room, because is Kurt Angle a Raw superstar? Well, in that match, they say his Raw contract expired and he went back to SmackDown and all that, but I actually remember that moment when Angle won the world title. That I was like, wait, is Angle part of SmackDown now as the World Heavyweight Champion? Which that world title win, by the way, turned Kurt Angle babyface. I think the company just gave up on the heel Angle experience for like 2 years. So yeah, Angle had a crazy 2006. I mean, he started here in WWE. He started on Raw. Then he went to SmackDown. Then he went to the reboot ECW brand. And then he left and go to TNA, all that. Again, I'm doing all the TNA pay-per-views in 2006. And the 11 I didn't do in 2011, which we'll talk about again. So I watched 2011 and 2006 and all that. And the two No Way Outs I didn't do. I'll do also. You probably know what those were. I mean, I will do the 2007 No Way Out, but that's going to be in March. So, I'm not going to leave that one out. So, there's that. So, anyways. I'm talking for 3 minutes. Did I hear myself say 3? Okay. Eric Bischoff is not here anymore at this time period in 2006. He got fired in December. Let's just talk about for once, finally, to talk about Rumble 06. So there's that. With the Cruiserweight Open for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. This is kind of a weird trend in the Cruiserweight division, because let's throw random people in it, and there's that. So Gregory Helms, who keep in mind, he was also a Raw superstar, but he went over to SmackDown now. He defeated Kid Cash, Funaki, Jamie Noble, Nunzio, and Paul London to win the Cruiserweight Championship. This was a fine Cruiserweight title match, but there's that, Gregory Helms was no longer the Hurricane, so unfortunately. But yeah. Also, I read to mention, the fucking entrance stage is fucking cool. It's like Roman Coliseum, which, get it? It's called the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I know. Still, it was a fucking cool set. I miss when they do, like, awesome pay-per-view entrance stages, But, still. But yeah, it was a okay cruiserweight title match. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I'll give it. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5. Um, and there's that. Then we get Trish Stratus serving as the special guest referee with Mickey James defeating Ashley. Not on needed to be on the pay-per-view card. It was just meh. A 2 I'll give it, and there's that. I mean, it did continue the Trish Mickey feud going into WrestleMania, which again you will see WrestleMania 22 in April. And yes, the WrestleMania theme reviews will be Ruthless Aggression Heavy Theme because you already saw 2005. You're seeing this one, and next week will be 2007, so you obviously know what the WrestleManias will be. 21, 22, and 23. And no, there's that. Then the Boogeyman defeats JBL in a pointless squash fest. And that's all I have to say, really. Like, I get it's a way to put the Boogeyman over, but yeah. JBL at this point, he was almost at the verge of retirement. The first go around. Yes, I said first go around because he will be back by 2008 in the ring. Yeah. Unfortunately. And then finally, not finally, we have like an hour and a half after this. We got the 30-minute Royal Rumble match next. Which, the Rumble matches should always be the main event. If a certain angle happens after the Rumble match, like Undertaker and Kane going into WrestleMania 14, or, like Rock winning the title, or, the one in 2023 where Sammy betrayed Roman and all that, but yeah. Now, the wrestlers were from Raw and SmackDown were getting their numbers out. I'm being honest, none of them were not as funny as like Ric Flair and Eddie Guerrero did the year prior, where Ric Flair got his numbers stolen by Eddie Guerrero and all that. Which, that was funny though, but all they did was just grab their numbers and that's it. And Triple H was shocked that he got the number 1 entrant, and Randy Orton got the number 30 of entrant. Oh, spoiler alert, this was like 20 years ago. But anyways, Triple H started off at number 1, and number 2 was Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio. Um, he was there, trying to see if Eddie would give him the correct number, and it was number 2. And again, this was like 2 months after the passing of Eddie Guerrero, and we all know where this is going to lead to. Not yet. So yeah. Before the match begins, the fucking Spear Squad came out and talked about the rules of the Royal Rumble and all that, and there's that. Anyways, then number 3 was Simon Dean, and he was immediately eliminated by Triple H and Rey Mysterio. Number 4 was Psychosis, and he gets eliminated by Rey Mysterio. Number 5 was Ric Flair, who went after Triple H and all that, and gets eliminated by Triple H. Number 6 was The Big Show, who actually lasted a little longer, so there's that. Number 7 was Jonathan Coachman, again. He did not last long this time. He lasted 30 seconds because he beat Jerry Lawler in a Royal Rumble qualifying match. Yes, we're still at the point where Joey Styles was still there with Jerry Lawler. I don't like the pairing with Joey Styles and Jerry Lawler, honestly. You know the obvious. He gets eliminated by The Big Show. Number 8 was Bobby Lashley, and number 9 was Kane. Number 10 was Sylvan, and he gets eliminated by Bobby Lashley in 18 seconds, and then Kane Big Show eliminates Bobby Lashley. And then Big Show and Kane go after each other, then Triple H eliminates them both. So there's that. Number 11 was Carlito. Now, after Kane Big Show got eliminated, the field was getting a little higher up, so there's that. Carlito was number 11, and then number 12 was Chris Benoit. His, unfortunately, second to last Royal Rumble match, and you obviously know. I'm not just saying that. 13 was Booker T, and unfortunately, he didn't last that long either because he was still recovering from an injury. There's that. Number 14 was Joey Mercury. Number 15 was Tatanka. No, no. 16 was Johnny Nitro. Number 17 was Trevor Murdoch. Number 18 was Eugene. Yeah, he was still here. Number 19 was Road Warrior Animal. And number 20 was the return of Rob Van Dam. And he immediately eliminates Road Warrior Hawk, or Road Warrior Animal, not Hawk. Road Warrior Animal. Anyways, number 21 was Orlando Jordan, and number 22 was Chavo Guerrero, and unfortunately he did not last long either. He was in there for 59 seconds and gets eliminated by Triple H. 23 was Matt Hardy, number 24 was Super Crazy. Tatanka was next to get thrown out. Yeah, by Eminem. And then Murdoch was... Oh, wait, we're not there. 25 was Shawn Michaels, who eliminates Trevor Murdoch. So yeah, that's right. '26 was Chris Masters. 27 was Big Vis, who eliminates Matt Hardy. And all that. Who else got eliminated next? Oh yeah, Eugene was eliminated by Benoit. And then Super Crazy was eliminated by both RVD and Rey Mysterio. Then 28 was Shelton Benjamin. Number 29 was Goldust. And then number 30 was Randy Orton, who, like I said, he got the final entrance and Triple H got the number 1 entrance. So, again, not as funny when Eddie and Ric Flair got that whole thing. But yeah, Orton gets in there. He eliminates, Chris Benoit. And then the next one... And anyways... Yeah, and he was the next one to go out. Viscera was next to go out by Carlito and Chris Masters, and Master was the next to eliminate by Carlito. Goldust next to go out by Rob Van Dam, and then I believe the next one to go out is Orlando Jordan was next to go out by Randy Orton, and then MMA was next to go out by Shawn Michaels, and then Vince comes out because to continue the feud between him and Shawn Michaels, Shane Man comes out as a not participant and eliminates Shawn Michaels because apparently fuck the rules apparently. But this did set up the WrestleMania 22 match between Vince and Shawn. And moving on from there. The God thing and... Carlito was next to go out, I believe, by Rob Van Dam, yeah. So then the final 4 was Rob Van Dam, Triple H, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio. This was Van Dam's return match. By the way, he was gone from a knee injury throughout the entirety of 2005 and all that. He was next to go out by Triple H and Rey Mysterio, and then Rey eliminates Triple H. So SmackDown is going to be the winner of this Royal Rumble match regardless, whoever wins. A spoiler. it was Rey Mysterio who last eliminated Randy Orton. Triple H was a bad loser, also in attacks Rey Mysterio, and then, like I said, came down between Orton and Rey. Rey eliminates Orton, and Rey wins the 2006 Royal Rumble. This was a fine Royal Rumble match, but the placement was kind of stupid, honestly. Like, I mean, no offense to the world title matches, but I don't know, really. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I mean, the Rumble was okay, but Ray winning was, like, the best thing about this Royal Rumble match, because this was a forgettable Royal Rumble match. And, there are some great Royal Rumble matches, like 2001, 2007, spoilers for next week. But there's like just these forgotten Rumble matches, like 97, 2006, 2012. And yeah, it was forgettable. Just no offense about this Rumble match. And half the participants in the Rumble match didn't last long either. It's like you're playing a, SmackDown vs. Raw 10 you're immediately eliminating people. So yeah. Next match is for the WWE Championship. John Cena defeats Edge to win back the WWE Championship. They should save this for WrestleMania, honestly. I know we did not. I know we wouldn't get Edge and Mick Foley and all that, but this should have been saved for WrestleMania. I mean, they should have saved Cena. Or if this was going to happen, have Edge retain here and then do the rematch at WrestleMania. But what does Triple H do after this? I don't fucking know. But yeah, best match on this show, I give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, John Cena and Edge always work well together, honestly. But yeah, and that wasn't the main event either. The main event is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Kurt Angle defeats Mark Henry to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. It was better than the Orton Triple H the year prior. But the only reason why this main event is because Undertaker came out to challenge Kurt Angle at the next pay-per-view. It was fine, There was a ref bump. The Robinson bump! You heard me say that? I don't know. Well, since the SmackDown where Drew won the title, like a few weeks back, but yeah. But yeah, Angle won by cheating and all that, and yeah. And then afterwards, Undertaker came out, he does the lightning strike, the pose with that, and then does that with the lightning strike, the post, and it collapsed the ring and all that. I was like, why couldn't they do Taker Angle here, or have Undertaker be in the Rumble match and have him face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania? But then again, they saved Undertaker's Rumble victory the following year, so spoilers. But yeah, a 5 out of 10 I'll give this main event, but this was an odd choice for the main event. But it did get us Kurt Angle versus Undertaker, which was a fucking fantastic match. So, Royal Rumble 2006 was a decent pay-per-view, but a forgettable Rumble match besides Ray winning it. And yeah, all in all, it was an okay Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I give it a 6 out of 10. Could have been better, but it's okay. So next week is Royal Rumble 2007, and every Royal Rumble reviews for this year is over with, so yeah. But that's next week. Rumble 07, where Undertaker won. And SmackDown will be tomorrow in episode 4 of United will be on. I know Saturday's main event will be on the same day, but I don't feel like doing those there. So there's that. So like this video, comment below, subscribe to Those being on my main channel, by the way, as well as the final Toy Story I hadn't done yet, which is the fourth one. You know, obviously, those being on my main channel. So subscribe to Clip HML on that one. So like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, Clip HML, and there. Bye bye.